Hey everyone, so I'm Sarah. I'm the person behind Plan the Grind. So I'm here to talk to you about, well, just introduce myself to you all and also to introduce what Plan the Grind, the channel, is about. So what is Plan the Grind about? So I guess let me start with why I came up with this channel or this concept. And my channel is about making progress towards your goals. I think with this hustle culture and grind and boss lady and all that fun stuff, it starts to become a little bit toxic. I don't think that we're really showing what it takes, like the incremental improvements that we have to do day over day, time over time to get to those big, goals that we all have. So I'm here to talk to you about making progress. That's really what my channel is about, and I think that progress is overlooked, and I think we need to focus on that being the goal, just make progress towards the goals. And so I think as a mom and a woman and a career person, we get caught up in like the busy BS, and we end up like, oh, 6 weeks went by and I didn't get this done or that done, or I never made time to catch up with my friends. And that's a real problem. Like, I think that we need to have more balance in our life and prioritize that more balance. So what I started to do a few years ago, I don't know if you've all heard of Gretchen Rubin's Happiness Project. So I kind of took a spin on that, and I'm creating like a 2020 improvement project or 2020 progress project. That's what it's called, 2020 progress project. We'll go with that. And from there, I started to think about, how I work at work and how I do things. So actually, let me back up. I should tell you about what I do for work. So I'm a mom. I have 2 teenage boys, and they're great, they're fun, and they're becoming teenagers, and they're spending less time with me, more time with their friends and independently, and it's fantastic. They're great kids. I am really feeling fortunate about that. But what it's showing me is that I have to be more intentional with my time with them. And then for work, I have a lot of project management background, and I do it in the concept of continuous improvement. So it's like analytics and stuff like that. And I just make progress. I increase the efficiency or productivity for companies. So it could be manufacturing, it could be a transactional like computer or web application. So all these tools that I use for those improvements, I started to apply into my life and how I kind of spend my time. So I started doing the Happiness Project about 3 years ago, and I started to use some of those tools to improve different areas of my life, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I really have just been focusing on making progress. So I wanted to share that with you and share that approach, and I think that there's a lot of great frameworks out there that we could leverage, like the Happiness Project, and her framework is like every month you focus on a new area of like happiness or what you find makes you happy, and she gives you a lot of research, and I really encourage you to go read Gretchen Rubin's book. It's fun. It's a fun little thing. So from there, like, I just took her framework. I'm like, okay, every month I'm gonna work on a new area of my life that I want to find balance in. So my word of the year is balance, and I really started to think about what I want my life to look like. And this reminded me of companies. So big companies, they create like a vision statement and core values and mission statement. And if there's good leadership and good alignment, like everybody in the company is working towards that, right? So I started to do those same tools or like tasks that we would do at work, and we create our yearly goals aligned with the mission statement. And I came up with my own core values for my life. And I started to break it down into like little projects or tactical tasks that we have to do every day, and I came up with my like 12 themes for 12 months, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about. Every month we'll talk about a new one. So this is late, this video. It should have been up for January, but things happen, everyone. So January was all about David Allen's Getting Things Done. So this is the book. If you haven't read it, I think it's awesome. And I chose this for January because it really helps you manage all the tasks that you have to do in all areas of your life. So, you know, a lot of people will compartmentalize their life. Like, I don't even think that that's possible to do a lot of times, because I know I have to make a personal call during work hours, and that's okay. But I also know I have to answer emails on personal time. So I really, I like this approach. So I did put some stickers for like the next action list and waiting on, and I put them in my planner. So I'm gonna manage all the things this year in my traveler's notebook. So this is a Chic Sparrow traveler's notebook, and I set up different, lists. So the home projects and the next actions and the books read and all this fun stuff. So these stickers are all available in my shop, and every month I'll end up releasing like a new set or something. I'm gonna try. So from there, I started to think about, so that was January. So February is all about getting my finances and my budget set up. So I started to leverage the Dave Ramsey, the envelopes and the sinking funds. That's a great framework to have just some idea of a budget. And again, I'm not giving you financial advice, but I really think that these are small starting points to just get you to make progress. So just set them up. So so for February, I worked on getting my 20 sinking funds set up and my budget set up. So I'll do a video on that. So I won't share my finances with you, but I will just show you how I set it up and how I'm gonna track it every month, because I know the only way you can sustain a change or keep a change in place is to manage it. And that's why I really love the paper planner, because it helps me manage all the things that are going on. And I've never found a digital product or a web-based project or an app that combines all the things, all the lives, right? And so that's really why I love the paper system and the bullet journal. But I know the bullet journal can be a little bit time consuming, so I kind of complement it with Hobonichi. So that's my February goal. And so all the things that I will do for the month, for this year, will be aligned with the word balance and finding balance. So I'll share that with you. And let me see, so let me show you my 20 of 20. So this is my 20 of 20 goals. So this is a fun little thing I do every year. So 20 of 20 or 19 of 19. So I'll do this. So it could be like 20 sinking funds, 20 new recipes, or 20 dates, whatever. These are all things that I want to work on in 2020. So from there, March, that brings us to March. So I'll be releasing my goal every month in my monthly plan with me, and hopefully you'll come along and join with me, because I think it will be fun to do this together. So March is, I don't know if you've ever did like the 40 bag challenge. So I did it a few years ago, and every year I have like another 40 bags, and I don't even know where it comes from. So I'm going to be doing a 40 bag challenge. I don't know if I'll get to 40, guys, because I did it like the end of last year. But so I'll do 40 bag challenge for March, and I'll show you like just throwing stuff out. And why I love this is because I've done it in the past, and I've realized that I've wasted money on stupid stuff because I'm just throwing away. We never touch it. So it's like, so it's really enlightening about your behaviors. Like, what are you doing? And I just don't like clutter. Like, I like to keep it simple. I like open spaces. And that's just really, like, I find a lot of stuff really mentally stressful. And so I have a hard time focusing. So that will be for March. And actually, I was trying to do this video, and I was letting perfection be the enemy of progress a little bit, everyone. And I kept putting it off because my office is just a hodgepodge, because it's really like my office slash craft room slash just throw stuff in there. And I realized it's not a great place to make videos because it's also timber frame, so it's got beams everywhere. So I'm gonna redo my office in March, and I'm really excited about that. I have some good ideas that I hope will come out good. So every month we'll talk about more what we're going to do, and I hope that you'll join me with making progress this year. Let's just make progress. That really is the whole premise of Plan the Grind. and let's do it in a fun way, because I really think that if you make it fun and if you find a way to look at it every month or day or week or whatever you can fit into your schedule, that's really where you're going to make that sustainable progress, and that's how you're really going to reach the long-term goals. So that's what Plan the Grind is about, and I really hope you'll join me. I always have fun with this. My friends always are like, what are you working on? And they ask me, and they're like, that's neat. So I wanted to really share my progress. I think it's fun, and leave me the comments. So like, what are the things that bother you in your daily life? So I also think I should make 21 of 20, because one thing that really bothers me, every time I say that, I think no one in my house knows how to shut the laundry room door. You have to lift the latch or it will just go back open. So anyhow, so things like that, like how do you put something in place so these things just go on autopilot and they just start making slow progress over time. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the techniques I use in my professional career. So like I said, I do continuous improvement. So I overhaul processes, and I have to get like large groups of people to do their job differently. And some of the tools that I use with them in helping kind of that adoption of the change, I've incorporated into my household. The people I work with, actually, they'll make fun of me for it, but I don't even care because it works. So anyhow, so again, this is Plan the Grind. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe, and really, let's just have some fun and make some progress this year together. Bye everyone.